here is the new Garmin Edge 540 Solar. Just arrived. There it is, with the 530 on the left, 540 on the right. Comes with the usual gubbins. I've got about 5 of these now, and I don't even use them. Yeah, just the usual mounting brackets and stuff, and a charging lead. It's now USB-C. Charging down there doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, I've got both on my computer, so it doesn't matter which one I plug in, the old style or the new one, doesn't make any difference. Size-wise, I've just been measuring these, and you can kind of see that the length, as my brilliant engineering drawings, the length is the same, 85mm. So this is quite a good view where you can see the difference in width of the 540, and although it looks to be a kind of different thickness, it's actually the same, 16.5mm for both of them. The image itself is in fact the same. The screen size, I mean, you can see there compared to here, it's the same width and height. So the extra thickness just accommodates the Solar, I guess. The buttons look a little bit chunkier, a little bit easier to press. They got that power, up and down, and the other two select and deselect on that side, start and stop at the bottom. Nothing has really changed a great deal. So 530. 78 grams, 540 Solar, 85 grams, 7 more. Right, so out and about with the Garmin 540 Solar. There it is, and what's quite nice is that when I started it up, it offered to transfer all my existing setup and fields to the new one, so that worked quite well, saved quite a lot of time. And obviously the buttons here make the screen change like that, left and right. The Durace, I think Ortega has those as well, a little bit hard to reach, but they work. You can press and hold to get the map, which is also quite handy. So you can see that here we have the standard home screen. You can see the Solar bits around the edges, and then if you go to my second screen, I've now put in a Solar function, and that says like 20 something percent and how many seconds you've added. I've just left home, it's early morning, it's added 17 seconds. Now this for me is the big question about this, which is the Solar actually worth it? Because my plan was to basically, hopefully, in sunny Mallorca, with that thing up there, not really have to ever take the Garmin off. I was thinking, you know, could I just have it charging all the time and not really have to bother taking off to charge it, which would be a major plus because it's just one less thing to charge. But it seems as if that's not really the case, and all you're looking at is just a little top up here and there, which is a real shame, because I think, you know, if you're paying €100 extra for this, it should kind of work really well. And it's just, as it stands, potentially a bit of a gimmick. So that's a real shame. And I mean, I'm going to do some more testing on it and just see how well this works. But yeah, I don't know. The jury's really well and truly out on that one. I think it's just not worth spending that money if it doesn't do what it says on the tin. So yeah, the startup seemed a bit slower than the old one. I don't know why, maybe it's because it's quite new and it's still loading some stuff up. We have this climb thing, which I don't normally load any routes in here, but the climb thing, when you get to a climb, it pops up all the details of the climb, the gradient and the profile and all that. It's not much use to me around Mallorca because I know all the climbs at the back of my hand anyway, but it would be quite useful if I was, say, in the Alps or something, or the Pyrenees on a climb I didn't know. It could be quite useful. Super annoying. It's popping up warnings about traffic every like couple of minutes, which is pointless because I know there's traffic around here, and on a bike, I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway, so it's a little bit strange. I just need to turn that off. What else can I say about it? It's a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier. I mean, I'm not really feeling it at the moment, to be honest. I mean, it's got some extra functionality, training and things, which I never really used any of that on the last one anyway, and I'm not really going to use it on this one either. So I bought it because I just like having the latest tech. I like testing them out and seeing if they're good. Yes, it's expensive. I thought it was worth it to give it a try. But really, the improvements over the 530 are tiny, especially if you take away the solar. It's the same thing really. The screen hasn't changed. I would say perhaps it's slightly clearer. It's supposed to be the same screen, so I don't know why, but it seems to me that maybe the font's bigger because I can read it a little bit easier with my... Okay, so here we are, just doing a little bit of work before I go home in the boatyard. Some very nice boats. These are the small ones. So what are the conclusions about this, and why do I think that you shouldn't really buy it? Right? It's just not enough of a difference from the 530, especially as the price has gone up by 100. That's like 20%. And when iPhones come out, they generally have a few improvements, a few extra features, and usually the price stays roughly the same. Whereas here, there's very limited extra, and the price has gone up by really, really quite a bit. So it's just not worth it, really. I mean, there's a few little extra bits and bobs that are nice. The GLONASS GPS is potentially more precise, but I didn't really have any problems with the accuracy of the GPS. I still need to do a bit more testing on the solar abilities of this thing, but they seem a little bit feeble so far. So that was one of the main reasons I bought it, and it's a bit disappointing. So I just can't recommend it really. I suggest you wait until the competition brings out something better, because Garmin's going to take at least 2 years to bring out a 550. So unfortunately, that's the way I see it.